Hello again, it's me again, and I am back just to do a very quick, hopefully quick video about Artistly and how to use layers. So let's go into Artistly, and you'll see this is what you normally see when you come in, and you've got the standard. Just three choices up here. You're not interested in that, you're not interested in that, you're not interested in that because that's where you are. You're interested in this. Okay, now this you come to several times in this process. Okay, the one we're interested in to start with is getting a fast image, and what this is going to show you is how to get a label and text and other things on a product. Okay, now in Fast Image Designer you've got several choices, and this one is very powerful. It's very easy compared with other software that does similar stuff, but you need to know how to use it. Okay, you can start here of course, but you don't really want to because you're looking for text. And if you're looking to make a product that you can sort of sell using Artistly. I don't sell anything, so it took me a while to figure this one out because I don't really use it. You've got all these things that you can make, but the things I found best for doing product details is sticker and logo. Okay, so I'm going to make an assumption that you know how to use these items, okay, in the quick designer page. Okay, and that is creating a product, creating a logo, creating a sticker. I've got two different stickers, I'll show you why in a minute. So you need that. You need your product, you need your label, you need your sticker, you need your graphics basically. Okay, now I've also got another product that was me using the product designer, and I would have to do a lot of work on that, but it's still possible to do it. You just need to remove this text because that's not the name of my product and that's not the logo I want to use, but you get the idea of what you can do. Okay, but this is the important thing, and your product. So once you've got these in your dashboard, you either need to go to this and edit this image, which takes you to the advanced editor, or you need to download it and upload it to the advanced editor. Okay, there's only those two ways at the moment. This product is getting a lot of updates. Maybe at some point there'll be a link between the here we go. Remember, you've got these two. Fast AI Image Designer doesn't currently link here unless, and it's a big unless, you go to your personal designs and you download your images, or you click on edit this image. That will take you to the advanced editor, okay, with that image. But then you'd have to do it for each of these images. It's not ideal, but you know, it's what is. Okay, so I generally download them because the ones I want to keep I want on my PC anyway, so I download them, and then you go back to the dashboard or just click on create design, and that will take you to choose your designer, and you go into this little beast. Okay, now this bit can be confusing because you think, oh, I've got to do this, but you don't. You just go start creating. Okay, now I've already started a pickle jar project. In fact, if you notice, I've started several pickle jar projects. This is where your projects are. If you start creating, it will create a new project and you won't see these. Okay, so it's up to you. I could have had one project if I'd been clever. I'm not clever. Okay, so I'm just going to start a new project again. My project, I want it to be landscape. Okay, and I'm just going to go to final, let me see, I can't call it final, but pickle demo project. I don't sell pickles, by the way. Please do not get in touch with me asking for pickles. Okay, so there's nothing there. And what's here is the stuff I've uploaded earlier. Okay, so I was playing around with it quite a lot, including that. You might have seen my meme for it. So all these are things I've already uploaded. In order to have access in this project, Pickle Demo Project, yeah, you need to have either asked the software to edit it, in which case you'll have one for each edit and a separate project for each edit, or you need to upload it. And uploading takes seconds. So just upload the image. There's your products, Pickle Power sticker, PNG. Now, I'm going to show you what happens with both these. This is one that I've got created that has got a transparent background. This is one that hasn't got a transparent background. And I did this one in Adobe Express, and I'll show you why. Okay, so if you go to, I think it's this one, use image. Okay, and you can get rid of background in this software in Artistly, but it's not brilliant. And I'm hoping this is something again that they'll improve. You use remove background and it will take it to here, and this is where you remove the background, and you have to wait for it to actually remove and finish the process. There it is. Looks okay, doesn't it? But there's a fundamental problem. Now, in order to get it into your layers, you need to click on it. Okay, so now you've got this Pickle Power, and it should be transparent. Can you see? Yeah. Let me show. Now, if you look very closely, you'll see that there are some lines here, and that means everything in those little lines is also transparent, which is not what I wanted. And that happens every time. So there are ways around it. You could make it create on a black background and just it will take the black away, but then it might mess up with these. It depends what colors you're using. I generally find if you want fine detail background removal, you need to go elsewhere until they make it that you can do this. And I'll show you what happens in a moment. Okay, so let's look at the media library, and I'll show you why I need to do this differently. So there's my pickle jar. Let me use the image. Okay, now you think, oh no, it's gone. Oh no, I've lost it. You haven't lost it. This is where, obviously it's going upscale. You don't have to upscale, okay? You can just go back to your media library. Your pickle's still there. You haven't lost your pickle. Underneath your pickle, you've got Pickle Power. And you can see why I'm using Pickle Power. So, but that's not what you want. You want that and that together. Okay, and this is where the magic happens. You go to layers here. Okay, it's still hidden. No, I still can't see my pickle. Well, no, I can see my pickles. I can't see my pickle label. Now, this is why I'm showing you this. Okay, to make your layers visible, you have to have them in logical layers. Okay, top, middle, bottom, or transparent. Now, let's hide one. There's my Pickle Power. Let's hide that. Oh, Pickle Power's gone. I'm having too much fun with Pickle Power. Oh, Pickle Power peppers. Okay, they're not peppers, they're gherkins. Okay, so what you need to do is rearrange the layers, that's all. The bottom layer is the one that will show unless you hide it. Yeah, but it's still there. It's what we call non-destructive, okay? You're making these changes, but the originals are still there. So you just need to rearrange it. And there you can see the problem with the transparency that's in Artistly. It's just not quite there. Okay, so you can't really use this one because of these gaps. And that's why I went to Adobe Express and I used their finer background remover. And I really hope that Artistly brings out something similar. So I don't want this one. I have to make sure that it's the one that's selected. You can't delete it from, oh, let's go back to layers. You can't delete it from here, yeah? You have to make sure you've got the right one selected. You can maybe move it across and then you're absolutely positive. And then you use this to delete. This is just for organizing and locking. Locking is useful later, but for now it's just organizing. So delete, delete, delete. I'm back to my pickle. And then I just bring in from my media library, I upload. Now, if you notice here, I've labeled it AE Pickle Power sticker. And when you're using Adobe Express, I'm not going to cover how to do it here, but do make sure you download it and the background is transparent, not white. Okay, I have done that before and gone, oh, it didn't work, but it does. You just need to make sure that it's like this. Okay, and you can see there's no little holes in the sticker. Okay, now remember the layers are in order. Layer 3. I don't know why it's done 3.1, well, whatever. It's up to it what it calls it. If it's in that order, you won't see the sticker. In this order, you'll see the sticker because, and you'll see the jar because we have created this transparency. So when you're using layers, size and transparency matters. I don't believe that when they say size doesn't matter, because it does. Now, again, you can see my sticker is selected. I could mess about with it. I can rotate it and I can resize it. Ooh. And then I can move it. Okay, so let's pretend this is my jar of pickles that I want to sell on, I don't know, Amazon. Do they let you do that? Not sure. But anyway, before I put a price on it, I just want to have this sticker. Now, it's not going to be ideal because it's a jar and it's not really going to be shaped like that. But you could fiddle around with it and give it that sort of shape. But this is just for, you know, a quick, ready kind of thing. There's my Pickle Power sticker on my Pickle Power jar, my jar of pickles. Okay. What if I wanted a logo or a label? Something like that. You could do that. Again, I did this very quickly. And there it is, my pickle logo. Pickle logo. Okay, and there it is. And again, it becomes, because I'm in the pickle demo project, it's a layer. Oh, there it is. It's going to hide everything because it is an image in its own right. It's the same size. Yeah, so all of these are separate little things. There you go. Logo, sticker, pickles. The pickles, as you can see, I've already made them transparent. Okay, Pickle Power, you saw me try to make it transparent. It didn't work very well, but I brought in a transparent sticker that I had created already in Artistly. I just needed a fine tune for the transparency. This one has not got a transparency, so it's going to be all over the place. Yeah, it'll just hide everything. So what can we do? Well, we can actually just use the, we should be able to use the remove background here, because the difference between the colours, whereas that was sort of off-white and white, this is like dark green and cream. So let's try removing the actual background. Okay, let's see what happens. You click remove background, you get this. You have to do the remove background from here. It doesn't ask you, there's no picker, there's no, it's just going to look at it and go, okay, background, cream, other stuff, green. Let me remove the cream. Let's see if it does it. I haven't done this one yet, so this will be interesting. And you have to be patient, okay? It will tell you, and then look. Now, you go, oh no, it's not done it. It has, but you have to tell the program, yes, I like that, I want to use it. So you click on it and there it is. So now you've got actually 3 different So we've got 3 layers. You've got your pickle jar, you've got your pickle logo, and you've got your pickle power sticker. Okay. Now, when you're resizing, when you're doing the background removal, etc., it's as well to lock layers. And when you're moving layers, you have to do them logically. Okay, so if I put that there, and then I put this here, and then I move that, and I'm like, oh, well, I want this sticker to fit in the little logo. Yeah, I want that to be part of the logo. I know it's not ideal, but bear with me because it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not going to be selling pickles anytime soon. How much for the pickles? Okay, so the thing is, here you've got layer 3, layer 3.1, layer 4. Okay, this is layer 4. This is layer 3. Okay. Oh, why isn't it moving layer 3? Because I've just clicked on layer 4. Okay, so when you're moving, if you just watch this side, okay, click layer 3, that's pickle power, click on that, it's going to go to 4, okay, because that's on top. So in order to get to the little the sticker at the back, you've got to go here, and then look, you're on pickle power. And now if you try to do layer 4, it's going to go to layer 3.1. Okay, I want to be able to rename these, but I've never figured it out. I don't know how that works. Can you? Anyway, you can hide them, you can lock them. So what I suggest you do, make sure you know which layer is what. If you need to, you can just move it out the way a bit. And then make sure the one you want to work with is on top, and lock the others so you don't accidentally move them. Look, I'm not going to move my pickles. I'm not going to move my my logo, label, logo, pickles, jars. I'm not going to move my logo. I just want to get this inside my logo. Okay, so I'm going to reduce it in size. Be careful, you can end up with a back to front pickle. Let me show you. This is fun actually. You might want this one day. If you want a mirror image, just do that and then make it bigger. And you've got a kip re-wop. So make sure you haven't done that by accident. And don't forget you can always undo. Okay, let me do, it must be that way, mustn't it? There we go, pickle bone. So you can really have fun with this, making it go backwards, forwards, upside down. Okay, remember, rotate, resize, flip. Flipping heck. Okay, so I just want to resize it. I don't want it to be L-kip, re-wop. And that should do. Now, in an ideal world, I would have pickle power. I'd either have the logo in this kind of design or pickle power in this kind of design, but I just want to show you how to do this. I've got my pickle power, I've got my logo, I've got my jar of pickles. I'm going to download it. Export, PNG. Okay, and then pickle demo project PNG. Okay, save. There it is, nice and fast. Let's have a look at it. Okay, now what you have to understand here is this is a transparency. The sticker, the logo is a transparency, but the jar of pickles isn't. Okay, it's got this background. So if I want to remove the background from the jar of pickles, I do need to make sure it's at the front. So the jar of pickles is actually an image. If you notice, it's hiding the other layers. Okay, so you need to make sure that you've got your image in the right order so that everything's showing. This is a transparent image, this is a transparent image, this isn't. Or if you want to make the whole thing transparent, then lock the other layers and move this layer down. This has got, the top layer's got to be the one you're working with. This one, that's the one you're working with. If you're going to be working with layers and transparencies, Try to make sure that you've got it in view and there's nothing else over it. Okay, so I want the jar of pickles also to be transparent. I'm going to do where is it, remove background. You go to here, hopefully it will only remove, and remember the color can be an issue if you've got the same color. Let's see what it does. Remove background, processing. Ideally I would start using a transparent jar of pickles. Okay, let's see. It seems to have done it here. If you're happy with it, pop it in. Okay, now it's still going to hide, as it should, the label and the logo, because I only removed the background, and it seems to have done it quite well, which is awesome. Okay, but you saw earlier, you might need to take it outside Artistly for now. I'm sure they'll get it sorted. Then you have to go back to your layers and put them back in the order. Okay, so back up. Oh, that's where that 4.1 came from. Okay, back up. Okay, and there you have it. Lock it. Yeah, and export. Do that. Okay, and it should be exported, and you've got a nice jar of pickles. And you've seen what you can do with that jar of pickles. If I was now to upload this jar of pickles, now if I want to look at that final image, I mean, it's here, but it's in layers. It's still in layers. So let's imagine, just go to the media library. There's the original. There's all the bits I was working with. Yeah. And then upload image. And you've got this pickle demo project PNG. Open it. And here you have now got pickle power to the power of 2. Double powered pickle. But notice this one, that's your whole everything. It's been flattened, what they call flattened in software. They flatten all the images, so it's now one image. Okay, this one is still in layers. Okay, let me move that one out of the way. And here, look, you've got the different layers. Okay, so layer 5 is now this. And the other layers, oh, let me see if I can just move it. I don't like moving it all the way out because I lose track of where it is. Okay, the other layers are still, let's lock that one down. But anyway, you go to this one, it's that, let's lock it. This one, it's that, let's lock it. And this one is that, let's lock it. Don't forget, this one is a flattened image. It is the whole image, everything combined. This one is one you can still mess about with. And if you're doing a product with tiny writing, if you'll notice this could be better. This is nice. This could be better. But don't forget, you can add text. Now, not text editor. That will look for text in the picture. Text here. Yeah, and then you can add a heading, add a text box, heading, subheading, or paragraph. So if you do paragraph, so you can see there's a tiny little text box in there, yeah, and then you can choose your font here. So if you want something bangers, that looks good fun. You can make it bold, yeah, and then you basically type. It's going to be in here. Let me move it over here so you can see it. Can you see? Here. Okay, make sure it's highlighted. Maybe I should make it a bit bigger than 12, just for this, just for purposes of demonstration. Let's do that. Okay, so it says paragraph, but as long as it's highlighted, you can make made in the UK. Okay, and then if you've used text editing software, yeah, you could center it, made in the UK. And then you can move it onto your pickle jar. Okay, you need to make sure it's on the move like that, so it's highlighted. Okay, go to layers, and it will show it in layers. And you'll notice layers, picture, 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 text. So you know that's the right layer. and then you can move that somewhere into your product label, wherever, mess about with it a bit, and there you've got made in the UK. Probably doesn't need to be bold when it's that small. Yeah, that's better, made in the UK. So you can put little bits of information on your product. So we could put that on here. Yeah. Now remember, if I was to do a download now, export, I'd get both these. So make sure you've only got what's wanted, what you want in your image. So if I wanted it to just be this, then I would hide all those, move this, which is the full image, and then I want my little made in the UK, layer 6, make sure it's on move. Okay, and again you can make it sideways, you can make it backwards. Okay, and you've got your little made in the UK label, whatever you want in there. And then you click on export, PNG. Let's do pickle, oh yeah, it's done it, pickle project. I don't like that in brackets 1, it's 2. And then that should just have that, okay? If you tried to export it with the other pickles on there, you would have had double pickle power, okay? And of course with this you can think, oh, well, I want it to be that green, and you can change the, if you know the hex number, that's the range of the numbers, but you could make it green like that. Is that green? It doesn't look green. Let's turn it to green and take it down to a nice deep green. I have no idea what colour hex it is, but it's going to be something like that. Okay, and then you can see made in the UK is green. But if you can, this is where you can keep notes. Have a note of the colours you're using, especially if you're doing logos, especially if you're doing products. Keep a note of the colours you're using, RGB and hex numbers, and then you can match that and that and that, so it all looks nice. I'm not going to, because I don't sell pickles, okay? And then you can export it again and do number 3. And that didn't take me long, did it? I mean, I know I've done it before, but there you can see you've got a nice, and it's transparent. So again, you can just then bring it into your t-shirts. Does anybody want a pickle power t-shirt? You can bring it into your product holding hands type thing. Now to get a product hand holding one, it's not that easy. But at some point, I am sure that the Artistly team will have the ability to put products into people's hands, and yeah, I can't wait. Okay, I hope that's useful, not too boring, not too long, but play with layers. Make sure you use the locking, make sure you use the hiding, make sure you use the layering in the correct way, so that your layers are how you want to. And don't forget, you can do this as much as you need to. You're not using up credits, so you can play around with it and have fun, because it is fun. I love it. Bye, and well, thanks for watching. If you got this far, well done. It's more than most people do. See you when I next think I can help. Okay, bye bye.